This episode is sponsored by True Choice Insurance. Here at True Choice, we take a different philosophy when it comes to providing you with your insurance options. We emphasize the value of the products we offer, instead of playing on the fear of you not being protected in your time of need. True Choice is affiliated with more than 60 insurance companies. This makes us one of the most independent agencies in the state of Texas. Please visit TrueChoiceInsurance.com for all your insurance needs.
Salute. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. I see everybody in the comment section. #.
Yes, yes, yes. You know who it is. It's your favorite host, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, K-Sap. What's up, what's up, what's up? Yes, we got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about it, man. Y'all see the title of the show, man, the controversial remarks, man. Jimmy Haslam, controversial remarks, man, and now mainstream media letting him have it. Mainstream media is letting him have it. I see everybody in the building, #salute, man. And when you come in, do me a favor, hit the like button, post your comment, man. Get me back in the algorithm. I see my moderators showing up. I see Texas Coco 41, Amber Love, Nicole. I see Craig Tatum. I see Miss Pamela. I see everybody coming in. Make sure y'all share this out, share the live out. I hope everybody got the notifications like I told y'all yesterday. Mondays and Fridays, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's get it cracking. But y'all, look, y'all see the title of the show, man, the controversial remarks, man. And I just, I see you, V-Dog. I see you. controversial remarks by the Cleveland Browns owner, Jimmy Haslam, has the mainstream media picking apart what he said about Deshaun Watson. And it's crazy. And I think the mainstream media is finally starting to understand Shedeur Sanders is your man. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. He gives you the best opportunity to win out of the 3 quarterbacks that you have in that quarterback room. We know we about a month into free agency and ain't nothing came about. All the quarterbacks that they talked about, they didn't walk in the room. We saw Kirk Cousins sign himself another deal with the Las Vegas Raiders. What's up, ADP? I see you. We saw them sign another deal with the Las Vegas Raiders. So that's another quarterback that's not going to walk in that Cleveland Browns locker room. Kyler Murray's not going to walk in that locker room. Kyler Murray is in Minnesota. Also, Malik Willis, he ain't walking in that locker room. So all the quarterbacks that they advocated for, they're not showing up. Now, Jimmy Haslam has to go out there and protect his prize investment when he signed Deshaun Watson to one of the richest contracts in NFL history for a quarterback. So now the media is starting to fry his ass for his remarks around Deshaun Watson. And it's kind of crazy that, about time the mainstream media takes a stance for Shedeur Sanders. And just, browsing and listening to some of the sports shows I heard on Get Up, man, the national media, they frying Jimmy Haslam for his remarks. I don't know what kind of remarks he thought he was going to get from mainstream media when they got wind of it. But, hey, let's take a listen to some of the mainstream media really taking a dig at Jimmy Haslam in favor for Shedeur Sanders. Let's take a listen.
The best stability you can have is availability. And that's what Deshaun Watson hasn't been able to provide. The injuries are what they are. Back-to-back season injuring your Achilles twice. Dylan Gabriel as well had the concussion, had a shoulder injury. He hasn't been available. And all Shedeur has done is put his head down, be there when the team needs him. He's had some ups. He's had some downs. I think he's in a perfect position. And he's handling it the right way. He's in the facility. He's around the facility. He wants to have this job be his. And he's going to be an opportunity where he's going to have the best opportunity, I think, to take that job. I think the Deshaun thing, what are we hanging on to with Deshaun? Even before the injury, I think with the fully guaranteed contract that he got, it was kind of, he had a window of time with the Texans where he looked like a top 10 quarterback, but it wasn't his entire time there. And now after the catastrophic injuries that he's had, I think we saw the Browns turn the page and now they're flipping it backwards. I think they need to turn the page to one of these young guys. And right now, to me, that's Shedeur.
It's been too long for Deshaun. That's what I would say on that.
Possibly, but my sense of it is Shedeur Sanders the strongest candidate to open the season as Cleveland starter right now.
Because the number is so jarring, and you said it out loud. Can you say the number, the dead money, if they were to cut?
If they were to cut Deshaun Watson, it'd be $131 million in dead money, which, I mean, the Miami Dolphins look at that and go, that's a lot. They just got 99 for Tua. But that's because they've restructured his contract so much over the years. They knew that was coming. I would expect him to be on the team. I don't know about starting.
Yeah, agree. There's a big difference between being on the team and playing. Again, he hasn't played a full season in 6 years. He didn't play until 2 years ago. And, Nick knows this. When you talk to players about Achilles tendon, that's a really serious injury. He did it twice. So we're in year one of a program with a new head coach. I don't know why we're going backwards to Deshaun Watson.
So, Dominique, it does, and it was, I think it was Jordan Rogers who said it yesterday, and I think he's right. Shedeur Sanders finds himself in a pretty good place to be a fifth-round pick going into your second season with a legitimate, clear path towards having a legitimate opportunity to prove you can be the starter. That's all you can really ask for is an actual shot to prove you can play in the NFL. It looks like he's going to get it, right? For all the talk that has existed around Shedeur from the moment he started falling, looks like he's going to get his chance.
with an offensive-minded head coach who says that he believes in you and a good defense to support you. Like, this isn't the worst situation in the league for a quarterback like you mentioned. I think we all know his name and suspected that he would have been a first or second round pick last year. But given where he ended up, like, this is the best chance that you're going to get probably in his career at a chance at establishing himself as a starter. And it's a real opportunity where I suspect he's going to get the majority of the offseason reps and be the day one starter.
The thing to keep in mind, we joked earlier, but the 27 draft, a lot of teams have their eye on it, especially for quarterback. So they have to find out in Cleveland what they have. They know Deshaun Watson's not the long-term answer. They probably know Dylan Gabriel's not. So I do know that head coach candidates, when they interviewed with the Browns, were being asked, what would you think if we went?
Now, guys, you heard that, right? Now, my problem is, why all of a sudden mainstream media is starting to understand that Shedeur Sanders is your best option? So why is the Cleveland media and these insiders being so naive? They want everybody but Shedeur Sanders. Now everybody is, because we heard what Tim Hasselback said a while back, talking about Shedeur Sanders probably won't be in the NFL long, and he's not an NFL quarterback. Now he's riding a coattail on Shedeur Sanders. Why all of a sudden mainstream media has a switch up? Why is mainstream media now advocating for Shedeur Sanders? Now, see, they could have covered this a long time ago, talking about, man, y'all got to stop with the BS, man. Just keep it a buck. Shedeur Sanders is the guy for the Cleveland Browns. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cleveland Browns organization is the only organization that you see is having turmoil over a quarterback. And they so pissed off because Todd Monken is telling you exactly what he wants, but he's not coming out saying that Shedeur Sanders is QB1. Very strategic on what he's doing. But they don't understand that. I think mainstream media understands it, but the Cleveland media and the insiders don't understand it. And you heard what these guys say. See, all this talk now, where was all this energy when Dylan Gabriel was starting before Shedeur Sanders? And people were saying, you know, like Dan Orlowski said, oh man, Dylan Gabriel got better tape, NFL tape, shows better NFL tape than Shedeur Sanders. Where's that energy at now? They don't even want to talk about Dylan Gabriel. Right now, they talking in the sense that Dylan Gabriel has thrown the towel in. That's why Todd Monken is so upset that, you know, your third quarterback or whatever, your second quarterback, hasn't even shown up to the facility, hasn't even introduced himself to Todd Monken. Like, what kind of stuff is that? See, that's what I'm saying. Who can you trust, though? Can you trust Jimmy Haslam? Can you really trust Andrew Berry? I'm liking all the things I'm hearing from Todd Monken because we getting mixed stories from the general manager and the owner. Now I saw some BS out there today about Myles Garrett, trade buzz about Myles Garrett. What is that? Chat, what is that about? Chat, what is that about? I saw some BS about Myles Garrett. And I want y'all guys to take a look at it. And we're going to look at it together. Y'all see this right here? It said, new Myles Garrett trade buzz is missing the same key point about Browns general manager Andrew Berry, Jimmy Watkins, right? So this article goes on to say, Cleveland, Ohio, the salary cap clairvoyants see change through their crystal ball. They see the Browns star edge rusher Myles Garrett wearing another jersey. The Terran Excel sheet says Cleveland is going to trade him this offseason, even though the Browns insist otherwise. See, stories like this, man, get misconstrued. They get misconstrued, guys. See, General Manager Andrew Berry restructured Garrett's deal last week, and the move did not create a current day cap space. It did, however, reduce the cap penalty from trading Garrett after June 1st this offseason for any of the next 4. And the fans speculate further after Barry was asked this week whether he would unequivocally say he won't trade the superstar. He said, I say this, Myles' career Brown. Barry said at the NFL League's meeting, he's one of the faces of our organization. I think we've been very clear, both past and present, in terms of our goal. I understand that the questions, I'll be honest, I don't really want to waste a ton more breath on the topic. Smart people see the contract. Hear Barry's words, none of which, yes, I think the Browns are shopping Garrett. Maybe they will one day. Somebody else is running the team, but it won't be this summer with the top executive in charge. Barry will not trade Garrett this offseason because, oh, come on, man. Haven't we been over this already? See, this is the stuff that you got to deal with the Cleveland Browns, man. It's too much. It's too much general manager saying this, owner saying this, and also your head coach is on a different page. And I told people that the head coach is the new regime. And they don't like it. I just don't understand why they not on one accord. Why they not on one accord? It's crazy. It's crazy that this whole ownership is diabolical. Let's get to some of these messages. Sick of the mixed messages from Cleveland management regarding Shedeur. It's a lot of stuff, mixed messages, man. Detroit Gemini says, happy Good Friday, y'all. Craig Tatum said, Shedeur Sanders is him, but just don't want him taking all the scrutiny if they just came out and said he's quarterback 1 right now. Yeah, I think Todd Monken is doing it in the correct way. He's just telling people. Amber Love said, Jimmy sounded completely ignorant. He wants to start someone who hasn't played consistently in 6 years. He gotta justify for that big old contract that he signed. Agreed, Craig Tatum. Plus, it makes sense because Monken is now the new head coach. Honestly, a lot of them going to be competing like the wide receivers. Really, everybody on the offense. 420 Jenkins. Love to everybody. Seems like Haslam wants to pay black players a lower salary while he has to pay Deshaun Watson the huge salary. Nicole says they are used to basically giving a narrative and the coach listened to the old media. Yeah. The general manager has loosened his grip all the way. He let Andrew Berry do his thing. Now let Todd Monken do his thing. Yeah. Cleveland Browns is Haslam's plantation. And see, that's what I told y'all yesterday, man, for those that was here. Why are they not on the same page? Like, why is everybody saying something different? But I told you guys, for those who listen, Jimmy Haslam didn't want Shedeur Sanders. He didn't want nothing to do with Shedeur Sanders. Nothing to do with Shedeur Sanders. He wants Deshaun Watson, and he wanted Dylan Gabriel. And now you swung and missed on 2 quarterbacks. You know, Deshaun Watson, he went down with injury, 2 Achilles tears, some allegation against females. But you struck out on Dylan Gabriel. You struck out on Dylan Gabriel. So what y'all sit there and do is y'all want to crucify Shedeur Sanders. Y'all want to say this and y'all want to say that, and y'all don't want to give this man an opportunity. And the new head coach that y'all hired, Todd Monken, the new head coach that y'all hired, Todd Monken, and before y'all hired Todd Monken, there was a thing that they said that they was asked about Shedeur Sanders being your possible quarterback. Oh, yeah, Kevin wanted Dylan too, but Jimmy Haslam made that call to draft him in the 3rd round. That's what I'm saying. Jimmy Haslam pulled the trigger on drafting him in the 3rd round. Yeah, Kevin Stefanski wanted him because, like I told you guys, they passed over Shedeur Sanders not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. This is what I'm saying. And just like the guy said on Get Up, Shedeur Sanders has been available. All Shedeur Sanders does is take a lick and keep on ticking. And he's been there every step of the way through everything that he's been through. Everything that Shedeur Sanders has been through, he's been there for the Cleveland Browns. He hasn't wavered one bit. He said his faith is going to guide him to where he needs to be. Any other situation, any other quarterback that Shedeur Sanders, if they had to endure anything that Shedeur Sanders had to endure, they probably would have gave up. They probably would have gave up. Some people are built for it. Some people are not. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people saying, if Deshaun Watson starts, they setting Cleveland back, man. So that is what kind of precedence is that setting Shedeur Sanders? Then it comes back to what people were saying last year. Man, just get Shedeur up out of there. So 420 Jenkins, you said that Andrew Berry wanted Dylan as well? That goes back from your comment that you just posted. That goes back to what I said yesterday. Who can you trust? Who y'all riding with? Y'all riding with Haslam, Berry, or Monken? Because it seems like Todd Monken has come in and shut some of these old Cleveland media and insiders out. He's doing it his way. He's doing it his way. He's doing it his way. I don't know. Man, if they was gonna start Deshaun Watson, they would have elevated him last year, knowing that Deshaun Watson said he was, in his rehab, he was ready to go. You don't trust none of them? They're using Shedeur for clout? Possibility. I just don't understand, man. I really don't understand what is going on. Like, the guy said it, man. Starting Deshaun Watson, you're setting yourself back. And like I said yesterday, man, kudos to Deshaun Watson, man, for even coming back. Putting that video out, letting them know that he's putting in work. And that's causing more controversy because people might look at that video and be like, oh, Deshaun Watson is back to the Houston Texans form. But like I told y'all guys yesterday, anybody can produce a video like that. Great cameraman, great editing skills. Anybody can produce that. Anybody can go out there, if you are a quarterback, regardless of how you feel, you can go out there and still throw the ball. You see both of them getting playing time, Coach CJ? I mean, see, in what sense do you see both of them getting playing time? That's my question. In what sense do you see both of them getting playing time? I mean, it's a long season. Injuries do come into play. But Shedeur Sanders, like the guy said, he's available. This is what I'm saying. I mean, just you got to see what you got in Shedeur Sanders. You have to see that. You can't going into his second year. We've seen Shedeur Sanders do some great things in the last 7 games. We've seen some things that he needs to work on, like all quarterbacks, like everybody in the NFL, in all sports. There's a lot of things that people need to work on. Shedeur Sanders is not the only one. But they trying to make a mockery out of Shedeur Sanders by putting a microscope on everything that other quarterbacks do, throw interceptions, take sacks, but they want to put a microscope on Shedeur Sanders. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's certain things that I saw on the sideline, even in that Raiders game, when Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson was interacting. Like, and I hate that it comes down to a point where you're trying to put these two quarterbacks against each other. Whereas, like everybody always say, you got to pick a side. Like y'all said yesterday that Isaiah Bond and, Jerry Jeudy and Jamari Thrash, they picked the side because they out there catching balls from Deshaun Watson. That is kind of funny to me. It ain't about picking a side, man. At one time, Deshaun Watson was a top 5 quarterback. If he wasn't, he would have never got that money that Jimmy Haslam thrown at him. They saw something in him. Like, I just think it's too late in Deshaun Watson's career to come back off of 2 significant Achilles tears and to get significant time on the playing field. I mean, what is Deshaun Watson going out there for a showcase? Is he going out there to pump his value up? Is that what Jimmy Haslam is trying to do, trying to pump Deshaun Watson's value up? Because it's a lot of dead money out there. It's a lot of dead money. And then the crazy thing about it is I'm sitting there and I had to do some evaluation of Ty Simpson. Guys, I don't see it. I don't see how they was advocating to draft Ty Simpson to replace Shedeur Sanders. I just don't see it, man. I'm just looking at Shedeur Sanders' whole body of work from Jackson State, even from Trinity Valley to Jackson State to Colorado. I'm looking at all his collegiate numbers. You can't be a bust of a quarterback putting up them type of numbers in college. They said he couldn't go to a Power 5 conference and put up the numbers that he did, but he did it. And then I had to go back and look at Ty Simpson's body of work. I just don't see it, guys. And y'all can say what y'all want to say about Fernando Mendoza Yeah, he might be the number 1 pick. He not better than Shedeur Sanders. Just put the numbers together. Just put the just put the numbers together. He not better than Shedeur. That's just my own personal opinion, man. I know how to look through my own lens and evaluate a quarterback. I don't have to go from hearsay, he say, she say. I evaluate from what I see on the field. I evaluate all the quarterback tactics and all the stuff that a quarterback does. And I look at Shedeur Sanders. He got all them attributes, man. Exactly. Exactly, Nicole. Shedeur Sanders threw for over 4,000 yards. He threw for over 4,000 yards. Mendoza, over 2,000. And he was the runaway Heisman. And like I told people, Travis Hunter would have never got the Heisman Trophy if it wasn't for Shedeur Sanders. Somebody had to get Travis the ball. Somebody had to get Travis the ball. And who was that got Travis the ball? Who was that got Travis the ball, guys? That was Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders got Travis the ball. Number 2 got him the ball. But that's what they fail to realize. That's what they fail to realize. Himothy did that. The Himothy Award, huh? That's what it was, the Himothy Award, y'all? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. But they want to overlook that. And then y'all know how the season started out? When everybody was on that Arch Manning train? That train wrecked. Did that train wreck? Where's that Arch Manning hype at? Where's that Arch Manning hype at? Guys, I certain things I just can't make up, man. So I just want to show y'all for what it is, and we can go over it. Man, do y'all see that? Look. Do y'all see? Y'all can't hear that, can y'all? But do y'all see them stats right there? 2021, right? Shedeur Sanders, 13 games. He threw for 3,231 yards, 30 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions, and 3 rushing TDs. 2022 for Jackson State, he followed that up with 3,752 yards, 40 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and 6 rushing touchdowns. And then 2023 went to Colorado when they said he couldn't do it in the Power 5 conference. He threw for over 3,230 yards, 27 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And then 2024, that's when he set the record. Colorado's record. He threw for over 4,134 yards, 37 TDs, 10 interceptions, 4 rushing TDs. His college career, he completed over 70% of his passes. He threw for 14,347 yards, 134 touchdowns, 27 interceptions, and 17 rushing TDs. And they got this narrative going around that Shedeur Sanders is garbage. And Jason Lloyd and Anthony Lima and Tony Grossi and Mary Kay Cabot come up with their narratives that he is the worst quarterback in the century. You can't be the worst quarterback in the century putting up them type of numbers. Come on, guys, make it make sense. Come on, guys, help me out. Make it make sense, man. That does not tell me anything that Shedeur Sanders is trash. This is crazy. No, I'm not slighting Travis. I'm just talking about if Travis would have played defense alone, he wouldn't have got the Heisman. But the fact that he was putting up them type of numbers offensively and then going out there doing it defensively, that's what I'm talking about. Shedeur was getting him the ball for them touchdowns and them passing yards. This is not no knock on Travis Hunter. Somebody had to get him the ball. And then y'all go to think about it. Look at all the people that play for Colorado that are in the NFL. The receiving corps that are in the NFL. LeJontay Wester, Jimmy Horn, Travis Hunter. The guy that what's the guy's name that went to Arizona? They all receivers. And they all touched the field before Shedeur Sanders was able to get on the NFL football field. And Shedeur was the one that got him there. Somebody had to throw him the ball. So come on, guys, let's make it make sense, man. Let's make it make sense. Y'all got to follow me now. Make it make sense, man. It's no knock on Travis Hunter or anybody like that. But I'm here to let y'all know that they trying to downplay Shedeur Sanders' credentials. That's all I'm saying. Y'all got to follow me. They trying to downplay Shedeur, and that goes back to what y'all said about the collusion because of his dad. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. Xavier Weaver, that's right. Thank you, Detroit Gemini. Xavier Weaver. They was all receivers. Shedeur Sanders was getting them the ball. That's what y'all gotta realize. That's what y'all have to realize. See, this is, y'all gotta follow me. But for them to got this notion and this narrative out there that Shedeur Sanders is the worst thing since sliced bread. We can't do with that. Cleveland media makes up them narratives, man. That's all I'm saying. The Cleveland media makes up them narratives, man. That's all I'm saying. But that's how bad the Cleveland media is, man. The Cleveland media got their own agenda. And I think when Jimmy Haslam came out there with his remarks, he had his own agenda. That's why I said, man, who can you trust, man? You can't trust none of them. Y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all take time out right now and drop a like on the video. Share the video out, man. Do me a favor. Share the video out. I appreciate everybody's contribution, love, and support. Appreciate everybody in the comment section. But yeah. But this is what they do. This is what they do. But hey, you know what I'm saying? But if anybody wants to come up and holler at me, man, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, right? And if y'all want to come up, and That link is going to be in the chat, right? So if you want to come up on the panel and speak, you don't have to have your camera on. But if you want to come up on the what's name, there it is right there. I dropped the link in the chat, and y'all can come up and holler at your boy. Shedeur's 12 jerseys are on sale for $39.99 on Fanatics right now. Go grab them and support. So if y'all want to come up, man, y'all can go ahead and hit that link, man. Y'all can come up on the stream and we can talk. We ain't going to open up the phone lines, man. We're going to invite y'all to come up on the panel. Yeah, that number 12 jersey, man, that was the most selling jersey in the NFL, man. But Shedeur Sanders got a brand to run, man. That number 2. At number 2. But yeah. Y'all wanna hit the link and come up and chat, man? We can do that. But yeah, you guys gotta make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, man. Jimmy Haslam out there doing his own thing, guys. Cleveland Browns owner doing his own thing. Yep. Carlos 21 questions say Shedeur isn't trash. It's the Cleveland media that's trash. Yeah, we already know that. Glad he'll be able to get his tool back. Yeah, he deserves it. You know, because Amari Cooper, man, you know, that was the last person that dawned at number 2. Oh, we know it's healthy competition. Healthy competition. Big Snack says, why you... Man, I did hit you back, man. You ain't respond to my message. Come on, Snacks. You ain't respond to my message on your, what is it, TikTok or something? I did hit you. I hit you back, Snacks. Come on, man. Hey, Snacks tripping, y'all. Big Snacks ain't trying to do this collaboration. Big Snacks was tripping on me, man. I hit him back. All right, let me see. Let me see, Snacks. I'm gonna look at it right now because I don't get notifications from TikTok. I gotta actually open the app up. Oh, okay. I just saw that, Snacks. I just saw that. I got you. I got you, man. I'm gonna give you a call a little bit later if that's cool. I got it. I got it, Snacks. I got it. Appreciate you, Snacks. Appreciate you. I just saw that. And you sent that yesterday. Gotcha. Yeah, so yeah, back to it, man. But like I told y'all, man, it's kind of crazy, man, how Jimmy Haslam's controversial remarks, man, and got the media going at him. But it's all fine and dandy, man. But I hope it gets better, man. I hope it gets better. So make sure y'all drop a like on the video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Nah, hey, Big Snacks, that's on me, man. That's on me, man. I just saw it. When you told me to go look, because like I said, I ain't got them notifications on TikTok. So I got to open up the app to see. But I got you. I got you, big dog. Me and Snacks coming at y'all. I got you. But yeah, man. But you know, it's Friday. I just wanted to come on. Like I said, I come on at 6 o'clock and go over some things, man. But if y'all ain't watched my latest video I dropped, go ahead and check that out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure that you're following Big Snacks because we're about to do this collaboration. We're about to set the internet on fire. But I appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. But don't forget, man, tune in on Sunday, man. After y'all go to church, Soulful Sundays with Simply Ball Dropping, and we'll get this thing cracking again. But do me a favor, man. Drop a like on the video, hype the video up on for the playback game. Make sure y'all share the video out. Get me back in the algorithm. I gotta fight this algorithm. I gotta get back, man. You know, you've been out of pocket for about a week and they shut you down. I'm gonna come on at 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday. Yeah, I got to get back in that algorithm, man. They YouTube try to kick me out. But I got you, YouTube. I know how you work. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. So y'all go enjoy y'all's Friday evening. And look, stay blessed. And always remember to pray. Prayer works. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Guess what, y'all? Catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.